Let's talk about the games happened on on Sunday, December 15th. The first game is the Pelicans lost to the Pacers 104-119. They still don't have Zion. They still don't have Brandon Ingram. They still don't have a bunch of other guys. DeJounte Murray, at least now, he's healthy and playing 19 points, 8 turnovers, 7 assists, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. DeJounte Murray is a buy low, in my opinion. He is at least, should be a top 30 player pretty comfortably. And he's not doing that. I know he had a lot of injuries, and on this team, he's not really going to score that much. But he should have pretty good rebound, assists, steals, and blocks. Right? He is just the 88th, 83rd ranked player this year. So throw him a top 50 player. This type of, he should be better than this. He's only shooting 36% from the field too. CJ McCollum, 15 points, 1 3, 1 steal, okay game, below average game. And Pacers, they're known for their pace. Offensive players usually have a good outing versus them, but not today, not yesterday. Herbert Jones and Trey Murphy, they're must rosters right now. They both shot the ball pretty poorly. Herbert Jones had 4 steals, while Trey Murphy had 2 threes and still 2 blocks. These two guys are must rosters for sure. And Brandon Boston Jr., he is still getting a lot of minutes, so you could also stream him if you want. Well, this is also a blowout game, so he got a few extra minutes. For the Pacers, Benedict Mathurin, he's still getting huge minutes. I would still try to sell high. Siakam, 22 points, pretty consistent, give you around 20 points a game. Miles Turner had 2 steals and 4 blocks. Finally, a big game from him. He hasn't had a full block game in a while, in a very, very long time. Miles Turner, also another guy, it's 67th ranked player. He's not doing so well this year. Right, only 2.1 blocks. But for him, it's really all about the blocks. It's all about the blocks. Tyrese Halliburton, 10 assists, 3 steals and a block, 4 threes. Here we go, right? This is more like Tyrese Halliburton that we kind of expect him to be. He is now climbing. He's the 24th ranked player now, climbing pretty fast. In category leagues, he's really, really good in category leagues. TJ McConnell had a great stretch. He was getting 25 plus minutes. This game only 20. He still had 8 assists. Assist streamer. Move on to the next one. The New York Knicks beat the Magic 191. A really big game from Cat, but he played 43 minutes. At some point, he's gonna get injured playing this high minutes. He already has some knee issues. He just really needs some rest. Here, 22 rebounds is huge, with 1 block and 5 assists. Good efficiency from the free throw line. Jalen Brunson, 31 points, 5 assists with 4 threes. Also pretty good game from him, but all the Knicks players, they're just playing huge minutes. Mikal Bridges, 17 points, is still on the block with 1 3. Josh Hart, what a game from him. 1 for 3 from the free throw line, but 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 steals in the block. And OG Anunoby had a quiet game. But man, the Knicks, really all 5 starters played 35 minutes, and nobody else really get to eat. For the Magic, Gogo Badaze, he is just starting now, so he's a must roster moving forward. 11, but I think when guys come back, there will be a chance that he, his minutes gonna get reduced. 11 rebounds and 7 3 blocks is amazing. Wendell Carter Jr., I don't think there's a reason we need to hold on to him. He's not playing at the center, so his rebound might go down a little bit, and he doesn't get that many blocks. So just a rebound streamer. Jalen Suggs really struggled from the field, 4 for 19, but brought the assists, 8 assists, a steal and 3 blocks. And KCP had a steal and a block, nothing else. Yeah, their 2 best players are out. Banchero and Wagner. And they still kept it close versus the Knicks at home. The next one is the Boston Celtics beat the Washington Wizards 112-98. That's expected. Kristaps Porzingis, he got hurt again. Yeah. What happened with him? Kristaps Porzingis, yeah, he's out again. Yeah, this man, it's unbelievable how often he gets hurt. So with him out, probably what's his name? Al Horford. He's also out for rest, right? We could stream him. Drew Holiday played just 23 minutes because the blowout. They played Peyton Pritchard, 5 threes, 15 points, 6 assists. Yeah, I mean, Peyton Pritchard is a must roster, no doubt. But after games like this, try to sell high on him. When everybody is healthy, he's just not gonna get this much usage. And well, he didn't actually get that much usage, but mainly the minutes. Sam Hauser also, well, this game is also blowout, so Sam Hauser plays a few extra minutes with 28 minutes. Derrick White continues to be amazing, 2 steals and 2 blocks with 3 threes, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Yeah, Derrick White this year he's been so good. In real life too, not just in fantasy. He's the 16th ranked player in 9 category leagues. Of course, these guys' rankings are super high because of low turnovers. He's only averaging 1.5 turnover. But he's getting 5 assists. The assist to turnover ratio is still very, very good. Jason Tatum, 28 points, nothing else with 2 threes, 12 rebounds. And Jaylen Brown had a rough game, but only played 26 minutes because it's versus the Washington Wizards. For the Wizards, Alex Sarf, actually, he's really coming up. He committed 6 fouls in 20 minutes, but look at the minutes, and he took 18 shots, 2 blocks. Just because his blocks, we just have to roster him. Jordan Poole played 30 big minutes for Jordan Poole with 3 threes, 21 points, 7 assists. Pretty good game from him. And Beto Kalabali, he's been amazing. And same thing with Justin Champagnie, 14 rebounds, 3 steals and 2 blocks. But I think when Kyle Kuzma comes back, right, those guys gonna look, especially Kalabali, he's gonna lose a bunch of usage when Kyle Kuzma comes back because Kuzma, the guy, he just take a lot of usage away from these young guys. But for now, they're playing well. Who knows? Who knows when Kyle Kuzma gonna be back? And Carrington, same thing. We need to roster him until Brogdon comes back. We don't know when that's gonna be, but he played 40 minutes here. 11 points, 10 rebounds, and a steal. Moving on to the next one, the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Spurs 106-92. I wonder where Timberwolves standing is because the West, given how competitive they are, right? They're just the 8th seed, 14 and 11. Rudy played 34 minutes, 9 rebounds, a steal, and a block. An alright game from him. And because of the blowout, Anthony Edwards finally gets to rest a little bit. 26 points and 3 threes and nothing else. His defensive stats really regressed big time this year. Mike Conley, pretty good game. 8 assists, a steal and a block, 3 threes. He hits 20 minutes, while Nasri goes 1 for 10. Julius Randle brought his defensive stats, 2 steals and a block, 11 points. And Jaden McDaniel had 4 steals. And, Jaden McDaniels, Nasri, Dante DiVincenzo, none of these guys are much roster players. For sure, you could stream them, right? Their minutes is inconsistent. Same thing with Mike Conley, right? Their minutes is just inconsistent. You just don't know what minutes they're gonna get game to game. And we look at the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama, 7 blocks. Jesus Christ! Finally, he has a game like this. 12 rebounds, 5 assists. Amazing game from him. Julian Champagnie. Wow, we just talked about Justin Champagnie. I think they're brothers. You could also stream him in the short term. Just in the short term. CP3 still played 30 minutes here, 9 assists and 2 steals. Really, really good. But you really just have Chris Paul for the assist. Like, I don't think at this point he get that many steals either, right? So it's just a really assist guy. So if you don't need assists, later on, like, he's the guy you could drop and, try to sell high on him. Always Harrison Barnes. Could be a points and 3 streamer. Jeremy Sohan, what a game from him. 15 rebounds, 2 steals and blocks, 17 points. Yeah, he needs to be picked up. He was out for a while, but like really in fantasy, he does have a lot of upside because he can do everything. But he has bad efficiency. If he doesn't get a lot of defensive stats, right, his value just really is not there. So, but given how many minutes he plays, I think I'll pick him up. And now Devin Vassell and Stefan Castle, right, they're off the bench. So let's see the minutes. If they're not getting 30 plus minutes, then they don't need to be rostered. They don't need to be rostered. Plus the Spurs, they like to rest their players. So the next game, the Portland Trailblazers lost to Phoenix Suns 109-116. Fernie Simons, decent game with 20 points, 4 threes, 5 assists, and 2 steals. And Shaedon Sharpe, I just don't remember. Well, Anthony Simons also. I just don't remember a game he shoot over 50. You know, the Blazers guard efficiency is great. Anthony Simons is 137th ranked player, shooting 41% on the season, which is actually not that bad. I guess he had a couple good weeks. Shaden Sharp is not ranked. If you need points and threes, yes, and some assists, but he gets huge minutes on this team, so he's putting up some counting numbers. But yeah, he doesn't get a lot of defensive stats. That's it doesn't really get to the line all that much. That's his problem. Jeremy Grant, 17 points, 4 threes. I think he hit a career high 8 threes the other night. So also try to sell high. He hit 4 threes here. That's still very good. 2 steals. Toumani Camara, he gets huge minutes. Doesn't really do much with it, but that's still in a block here. 2 threes is pretty good. I'll take it. And Donovan Killigan, with DeAndre Ayton out, he played 20 minutes, while Robert Williams played 60 minutes. Both of these guys could be streamed with DeAndre Ayton out, but I just don't know if not with the team. DeAndre Ayton, I don't know what's going on with him. And I forgot about Danny Advia. He also came off the bench at 28 minutes, so for sure he could be streamed. And Scoot Henderson now, he's horrible. I think at some point this year they're gonna give him a little bit more minutes, but not right now. For Phoenix, we have, easy work for them. Excuse me. Devin Booker, 28 points, 4 threes, pretty good game from Booker. He's really been the only consistent guy on this team because everybody else gets hurt. 28 points, 4 threes, 5 assists and a steal. All good. Yusuf Nurkic, what a game in 26 minutes. I don't trust Nurkic. Right? You should probably use this to sell high, against a bad Blazers team. 14 rebounds and still in a block. If you need rebounds, you could have him, but everything else is really, right? He doesn't really get that many assists, steals, or blocks. Tyus Jones, 19 points, 3 threes, shot the ball really, really well here. And KD had only 20 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. KD, I just don't know. He's going to score really well, but he's just not the same guy that, people still look at KD as kind of like a first-round player on a per-game basis. He's no longer that. And then on top of that, he gets hurt a lot. Royce O'Neal hit 3 threes, 13 points. That's pretty good. For Royce O'Neal, right now we could definitely stream him. He's getting 30+ minutes. The next one, Dallas dropped 143 points on the Warriors. The Warriors just forgot how to play defense because, they're a defensive team this year. Derek Lively played 30 minutes. 7 rebounds, a steal, and a block. Right? I thought he would get more rebounds in his 30 minutes, but it's pretty encouraging to see Derek Lively gets 30 minutes. Luka, 45 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. What a game from Luka. He's just been popping off after he set out a couple games. I don't know if it's his wrist, but the rest really helped Luka. Kyrie Irving, 21 points, 8 assists. And this is the second game Clay's back. A second game Clay played the Warriors, and he popped off. 29 points, 7 assists. Use this opportunity to sell high on Clay. He's been, just other than threes, he make a lot of threes, but pretty much empty everything else. Really, really empty. Doesn't really get anything. Rebound, assist, steals, or blocks. Just threes, right? And then sometimes he does. On top of that, he doesn't play 25 minutes. He only plays 25 minutes. For the Warriors, Steph Curry, his scoring average has really come down this year. But 10 assists here and a steal, 7 threes. Still a very good game. But now that they get Dennis Schroeder, I wonder what's going to happen. Buddy Hield, now that Schroeder is going to be there, his minutes might even go down even further. 3 threes, 9 points. Jonathan Kuminga, 20 points, 2 threes. Kuminga needs to be rostered at the moment just because the minutes is super high. In this game, we know Draymond Green coming off the bench. So, The Warriors, they just keep changing their lineups. Draymond Green with 5 threes, 21 points. That's not the Draymond we know. But now with Dennis Schroeder here, um, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, they're gonna be fine because their minutes are always gonna be fine. I don't think it's gonna impact Kuminga or Andrew Wiggins, but all the other guards, Buddy Hield, Podziemski, right? They might get impacted a little bit. Kevon Looney, they started him, didn't really do anything, but he's also always could be a good rebound streamer. Well, the last game of the night is the Grizzlies lost to the Lakers 110-116. Ja Morant 6 for 21. He had a really rough game, and I remember Ja. He struggles a lot versus the Lakers. A couple years ago they played in the playoffs. They lost. They were like the second seed or whatever. Lakers were 7. They lost to the Lakers for 4-2. And that series wasn't really close, to be honest. The Lakers got up 3-1, and then they beat. They finished them in 6 games. Desmond Bain has been horrible this year. I would throw him maybe the top 60, top 70. Like if I can do like a Peyton Pritchard plus somebody, because Peyton Pritchard is all playing Desmond Bain right now. So try to do those type of trade. But another thing is his minutes is super low too. Yeah, I mean that's something the Grizzlies coach is doing this year. Jenkins giving everybody lower minutes. Jaren Jackson Jr. still had a great game offensively, 25 points, but no blocks. Right? Yeah, it's just pretty horrible across the board. Marcus Smart came off the bench, played 29 minutes. I don't think we need to roster him. The problem is everybody's just not getting enough minutes. Scottie Pippen Jr., we know what this man can do, but just 9 minutes this game. Zach Edey, he got huge minutes. Is it because versus AD? He has some potential, right? He's really good rebound and really good field goal guy. Adding some blocks, but if he just doesn't get consistent 25 minutes. When we look at the Lakers, LeBron is back, and how about Anthony Davis? 40 points, 16 rebounds, 2 steals and block. Huge game for AD, and LeBron added 18, 8 and 8 with a steal and 2 blocks and 3 threes. Struggle from the free throw line, struggle from the field. Yeah, I mean as long as LeBron is playing, right? We can't complain too much. LeBron on the season still ran pretty good. Well, it's because the bad free throws. He is going to be he's already 50th ranked. So if you drafted him, at a second on a per game basis, we know he's a bad free throw shooter. So if you pound him free throw, I mean, another thing is this year he's just not getting any defensive stats. 0.7 steals and 0.6 blocks. The counting numbers still look fine. 9 assists is absolutely huge. 8 rebounds and 23 points. It's just the counting number, the defensive stats are not there. Austin Reeves, 2 threes, 8 assists, pretty good. I'll take it. And yeah, I mean, D'Lo, I think it's okay to drop it. To be completely honest. We held on to him long enough, and there will be a day where he might be back in the starting lineup and started playing huge minutes, but it could be a month from now. It could be 3 months from now. It might take some injuries when everybody is healthy. He's just not getting the minutes. Just lack of defensive lack of defensive effort is really bothers the JJ Redick. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.